Hey everyone, so this is a quick tutorial on how to kind of get set up with creating your own videos and a quick tutorial of Davinci Resolve, which is a free video editing software which I've been using. You can see some of the different projects that I've been using here, so kind of integrating loads of different footage together and merging it in so that it kind of looks a lot more professional and stuff. So I'm going to take you guys through a first kind of project, briefly discuss what sort of stuff's happening, and then from there we'll create a quick clip. So hopefully this will only be a 5 to 10 minute video. So kind of to talk you through the Davinci Resolve software, we've got a kind of media pool here where you can view your different clips that you import. You've also got another one which is the kind of editing part, which has got at the top here is the main bit I use, video and then sound. And then towards the end is the how to kind of render your clip together, so merge all the clips into one. So to start off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to import some footage into the file here. So I'm just going to actually just import all these. So I've just done that by clicking the first one and then shift, but you can select your own singly as well. Don't change the project. So what I've got here, once I click on my footage, I can kind of have a look through different footage. We've got here a guy doing some operation and maintenance. So if I want to start putting these clips together, what I can do is I can simply drag and drop into the part here. So you'll see that what I've not got a sound that came with this footage here, so it only just doesn't have any green down the bottom here. And what I can do though is I can trim any of this footage in any way just by simply dragging and dropping, and then when you extend it, it'll only extend to the footage that it's got. The same goes for at the start as well, so you'll see this kind of trimmed out for that. Now, if I want to select more footage, I can take one that's got noise. I know this one has noise. I can drag and drop that one in, and then you can kind of see and play it, and you see it switches to the next one as well in there. Now, if I don't want the noise, what I can do is, so these kind of are linked together, you can right click and you can unlink the clips here, and then that allows for me to kind of backspace and then delete that one out of there. So yeah, there's a kind of way, and you can kind of play it, and you can watch your footage, and then you can select through, and then see it swap into the next one. And what I kind of do is I use this minimize and maximize tool to see an overview when your video gets a lot larger and you add more clips in. You can get a nice overview of what's going on. So if I add this other video, there's one thing I want to kind of show you, and it's this in a kind of right side here. Now, in a lot of videos, you see kind of one video linked over the other. So I can actually kind of zoom this out. So I've clicked on this footage here, which is this stuff we're seeing. You've got the previous one, and then you've got this one that's in red. And I can kind of change the properties of this to zoom it out. All right. So say, for example, I wanted to have two different bits of footage on the one screen. I can move this along using the x-axis and the positioning. And I'm going to just scoot this, use the Y to put it up the way. This is just going to be a very, very quick kind of example. And I can slide this one underneath. So, and I could even move this if I wanted, or in any way, but you can kind of get the gist here on how to interlink if I want to even make this a bit smaller so I can see more. Let's actually move it to the right for this footage. It's a bit better. So you can do this for photos, you can do this for videos if you want them at the top of your main video here as well, just to kind of give, if you've got two perspectives of my kind of field is robotics, so I could have like a point of view perspective and then an overview perspective of what's going on, and I can also kind of, if I select this one, I can crop the edges of the films of the video footage as well, so I can crop the left, crop the right, depending on what you might need. And then some of these I haven't really used before, but you can kind of Google like dynamic zoom. Like you can probably get some Google stuff on there that will help you through with that. So another kind of thing that you can do as well is you can add different effects in. So you don't really want to see a kind of a snap in certain instances where this is snapped across to the next one. You might want a wee dissolve kind of going across. So what you can do is you can just drag and drop. Usually drops on a lot easier, but you might just need to zoom in a little bit. Not sure why that's not working. There we go, it's working for the top one. Yeah, so just dragging and dropping that one on, so you'll see at the top that the top right one kind of fades in a lot more. Now, don't get that once you render it, it becomes a lot smoother, and it takes every single frame and then kind of completes it. But not sure why that one's not snapping on the way I want it. But yeah, you kind of get the gist there. So, take for example, if I wanted to publish, if I've created, finished my video kind of thing, and then I want to kind of publish it and render it, what I do is I move into this one here, and then I can name my project. I can select the location of where I want to save it. So let's save this one in videos, video tutorials, untitled example. And then next, what you can do is you can go through. So QuickTime's probably the best one to use, and then you can change the resolution. Now, I had to create a 100 megabyte video for IEEE Access once, and then so you just kind of they had a smallest resolution of this, and you can also actually set your own custom ones as well. So if a paid publisher's recommended one, then you can change it in here, but you're best to kind of get a high quality video. If we're publishing it on the Smart System Group YouTube page, use 1000. Well, you can see it here. And then once you've done that, you can add it to render queue, select it, and then once you click render all, you'll start to see it start to render that footage together. So hopefully that kind of gives an overview of what you can kind of do within Davinci Resolve. It's completely free, the software, and it's good at just getting any kind of video outputs across. Another thing as well, for anyone with like phones out there that does footage on their phones, make sure you get that footage in landscape. That's a kind of a key learning from respect to the video footage that I've been doing. Feel free to email me if you've got any questions, dm68@hw.ac.uk. But to be honest, there's a lot of stuff out there on Google for Davinci Resolve. Say, for example, you want any text in, and other examples like that as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys have some success with it. Cheers.